Buck it up, Leroy. I got something real for your ass in these hands.
Ooh, y'all, we back up in the house. Shout outs, y'all, and how y'all doing? And I hope y'all been having a beautiful spring, and y'all doing y'all thing, and it's y'all, staying active. This video is specifically dedicated to a young man who been asking me questions about weight loss, and how to cut weight properly. Now, this can be useful for anyone, any combatant, any fighter, any gymnast, any runners, cyclists, whoever, cheerleaders. I know they have to make certain weights. Anybody that's trying to just improve their health or cut weight, maybe you got to go to a wedding. This video is for y'all. It's going to be some extra weight loss tips. All right. So it's for anybody, man, woman, boy, girl, naked squirrel, young, old. It's for everybody. But it's I got the idea, the motivation to do it from a young man who's been commenting on the page. I can't remember your name, man, but I'm gonna shout you out in the comments section. All right. So extra tips for weight loss, y'all. Let's get right into it. The healthy way is the best way. All right. The healthy way is the best way. Repeat for the third time. The healthy way is the best way. Now, I got a whole bunch of notes. I'm trying not to stray off of them, but you know how it is when you're freestyling. Number one, exercise. Exercise. Preferably cardio and full body exercises. Okay, there's no secret. Everybody already knows if you want to lose weight, you're gonna have to get up and move to lose weight. All right, the weight ain't gonna jump off you on its own. You gotta exercise. Preferably cardio and full body exercises, such as plyometrics, bounding exercises, jumping jacks, mountain climbers, running, hiking, swimming. We used to call them up downs, but now they call them burpees. Jump rope. And I know I've told this story 1,000 times, but here it is again. I once knew an older woman who was, I want to say she was in her she was almost 50. And her body was tight. You would have thought she was Pam Grier or something. You know what I'm saying? Felicia Rashad. She was a fine older woman. And I asked her what she did, and she said all she did was 10 minutes of jump rope daily. That's it. 10 minutes. Not 30, not 5 miles running, not swimming, not she wasn't skipping meals. She just ate proportionately and did 10 minutes of jump rope daily. All right. Number two, we have eating right. All right. Eating right, eating light. So if you eat a 2-pound steak, right, and let's say it's 1,000 calories, and then you put that good old gooey steak sauce on it, add another 400-500 calories, and then you have it with mashed potatoes and broccoli and butter, add another 800-900 calories. Then you got to do something that's going to burn at least 2,000 calories to cancel out what you just ate. All right. And 100 jumping jacks and 100 push-ups ain't gonna do it. Trust me, y'all. 100 burpees is not gonna do that. It's not gonna burn off no 2,000, 3,000 calories what you just ate. So you gotta move. You gotta sweat. You gotta get in there. You gotta spar. The concept is, the more you burn, let me put it to you like this. The more you put out and the less you put in, the better for losing weight. Okay, so you must put out more than you put in if you're trying to lose weight. If you're striving, attempting to lose weight, you can still eat, the meals you like, but you will have to put out double the energy to lose that meal and then some. You understand? So let's say, you just love Dunkin' Donuts or something, Krispy Kreme. Man, you eat 3 dozen a day, which I wouldn't advise. You get the sugar real bad and you get addicted to them things, y'all. But let's say you eat 36 donuts.
Sucker, look at you.
Now, do you think A 10-minute jog is going to eliminate those 36 donuts? No. You would have to be exercising regularly. And as a matter of fact, the donuts wouldn't even matter if you was exercising regularly. If you was doing it daily and routinely, let's say morning, afternoon, morning, night, that them donuts are, as soon as you eat them, they burning off of you. That's what you call metabolism. You know, a lot of young folks have, and a lot of people that stay in shape have good metabolism. All right. Now the next, before we get to the third and final thing, I got a few questions to ask y'all. Do you have what it takes? Will you run at night while everybody else is drinking whiskey and eating pizza? Can you get up the energy, the muster up the gumption to get your behind out and run at night? Let's say you out on vacation. You know, you with your buddies, you with your gal, you with your family. Do you have what it takes to get out there in that beach and run a mile in that sand? Which is an excellent workout, by the way, y'all. Running in that thick, soft sand near the harbor or the beach, or near the boardwalk or the beach, is an excellent workout. While you down there, while you in the log cabin in the mountains, do you have what it takes to hike while everybody else is in there drinking hot chocolate and roasting s'mores? You know, these are questions that you got to ask yourself, and hopefully you're saying, yes, I do, because if you don't, if you're not saying that, then I would advise that you rethink your weight loss, rethink your art, your craft, whatever it is. All right, now number 3 is water, water, water. You can't say it enough, y'all. God dog. Drink water. Water makes you soluble. Water helps remove waste. Water removes excess. Water helps to clear the body. It helps to clear the blood. See, y'all, we junk up our system every day, right? That like the term goes, you're full of shit. You know, it's actually true. Most of us are full of shit. Now, I'm not calling us liars or bad people, but literally, most of us are full of shit. All right. So water helps remove waste faster. Think of water as a steadily flowing river in your body, and if that river slows down or goes dry, then automatically you just have to know and assume that the body's functions will slow down or will stop. You know what I'm saying? Water is your best current, of course, alongside your blood in your body. Water makes weight cutting 3 times easier. Now, if you haven't had the term before, we're going to say it here. Water weight. Every combatant, every fighter, every warrior, every gymnast, anybody who's cutting weight for whatever they're doing, maybe it's a job or whatever, knows that water weight is the best weight to cut. It's the easiest weight to cut, and it's the preferred weight to cut. It's the preferred substance to cut because it not only does it help flush out the body, but it keeps you hydrated. Can't do nothing without hydration.
Stay on my toes. Stay on my toes. Pop, pop. Stay on my toe. Over here. Over here. Whop, 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 whop. Ooh, boy, just popping and moving, dancing with him. Whop, whop, whop.
Now, there are a lot of things that people add to water to aid in the flushing. People add all type of agents to water and pills and things that dissolve in water. People add lemon, squeeze lemon. People add cayenne pepper. There's actually a whole bunch of things people add to water to aid with the flushing process and to help with the weight cutting. But we got to get on that on another time, another topic. All right, y'all. Here's where we're about to free flow at. Now, these are the tips along with the extra tips. All right. So let's see, what was the first one was exercise. All right, so here's some extra tips for exercise for all you athletes, all you warriors, all you mamas, all you daddies, brothers, sisters, craftsmen, all you jobbers out there, all you nurses, doctors out there, all you construction workers out there, teachers, students, everybody from all walks of life. Here's some extra tips for exercise for you to cut weight or lose weight. All right. You want to do full body exercises, y'all. And if you can, you want to practice let's say you chop wood, or you're a welder or something. Exercise those techniques while you're exercising. They even got exercise with the kettlebell called the wood chop, or the axe swing. If you lift boxes at Walmart, you want to do deadlifts. You see what I'm saying? Squat jumps, things of that nature. So whatever craft or art that you in, try to incorporate exercises that are related to your movements during your craft or work. It not only does it sharpen you, but it puts you in tune with what you're doing. All right, and I would suggest that if you're striving to cut weight, that you use sweats. All right, double up on your t-shirts, wear long sleeves, wear jogging pants. You want to have something, you want to put something on that is going to trap heat and produce heat while you're working out, burning them calories, baby. I say calor. You know what I'm saying? So if you let's say you work at Dairy Queen, all right, and you make slushies all night, you want to do some isometric exercises with the arm, the elbow, maybe some exercises related to mopping the flow, some exercises, preacher curls or something for you typing at the register to open up the register, and while you're doing it at home or at the gym, from time to time, wear sweats, wear a sweat jacket, wear 2 or 3 t-shirts, wear a long shirt, wear some sweatpants with some long johns under it. Y'all get the point. Y'all get the picture. All right.
Ain't no way they have no excuses after this.
See if you feel the difference here, y'all. If you work out or exercise before a meal, notice how it curbs your appetite. Now, you may not notice it at first, but just get in the habit of, let's say, before lunchtime, you about to have lunch at home or at your workplace. Do a 5-10 minute jog or pump, and you notice how when it's time for y'all to eat, I'm not gonna say it's gonna kill your appetite, but it's gonna curb it tremendously, especially when you got a steady routine. I remember plenty of times after working out, I can't even finish a Big Mac. I couldn't even finish a chicken breast after a workout. Like, dang, like I thought I worked up this hunger, but all I needed was half of the breast and some fruit juice. You know what I'm saying? Or if you worked out right before dinner, you're like, dang, I don't even need this big old plate of food. I can save it for lunch tomorrow. All I need is hey, baby, just fix me a turkey sandwich, or let me give a few of them apples and a beer, or whatever, a water or apple juice. Working out curbs your appetite naturally. I don't know what it is. I can't name the chemicals or whatever that has to do with it. That's related to it. But you'll see and you'll notice that working out curbs your appetite.
Ain't no excuses.
There's other things that curb your appetite naturally, such as nicotine, caffeine, and there's other things that curb it naturally. But I wouldn't suggest that, because we want to take the natural route. We want to take the hard work, dedication route. Now, when it comes to eating, y'all, there's a million ways to go about it. And the ways that worked best for me was to eat more fruits and vegetables than anything else, and to always put out more than I put in. Fruits and vegetables, why? Because they have all the vital minerals in them, and they flushed out my system a lot faster. And they also had good energy in them. I would get full off of some of my favorite meals when I was, cutting weight vigorously weekly, was pineapples and raisins. It was this real good salad, man. It was like a sweet and salty salad. I can't remember the name of it. This was years ago. But it was a sweet and salty salad with just a little bit of dressing. Oh, and that's when I really got into eating balsamic vinegar, that black vinegar. Ooh, to this day, y'all, I put balsamic vinegar. I might be have something in the crock pot. I'll dump a little balsamic vinegar in it. But the balsamic vinegar or light vinegar is all you need, because believe it or not, blue cheese and ranch has hundreds of calories in it. Let's say you get yourself a good salad, y'all, with carrots and chopped boiled egg, onions, tomatoes, cucumbers, and then you dump a whole bunch of ranch. You just blotted out that whole healthy meal with them 800,000-900,000 calories of ranch you just put. Why do people do that? Stop pouring all that ranch on your salad. You're killing the meal, y'all. You're killing the meal. You want to taste the liveliness in the vegetables or the fruits or whatever you're eating. And the fruit's already gonna come out your body faster. Do you know ranch and all these crazy drugs got shit in? I advise vinegar, but you know, do what you please, as long as you putting out. Eat what you please, as long as you putting out more than you put in.
Had you been practicing on your art, you know you're way in the dark. Silence.
This is a big one, and when I was in shape and in my craft deep, it was easy. But this is very difficult for people to stay disciplined to. Is to stop eating at a certain time. All right.
Sucker, look at you.
Stop eating at a certain time, preferably before the sun goes down. Depending on where you live, let's just say 6 p.m. Eat a snack, eat your little meals, your little lunches, whatever during the day. But when 6 p.m. comes, no more solid foods. When 6 p.m. hits, put that burger down. Put that, I don't care what it is, give me a carrot. Put that carrot down. No more solid foods. I repeat, stop eating before it gets dark. All right? This allows your body and the liquids or whatever else you've been digesting to digest. It allows your body to rest. It allows your body to flush out the prior stuff that you've been putting in your system throughout the day. All right, so at 6 p.m., 7 p.m., whatever time, right before it gets dark, stop eating and only ingest liquids. Only liquids. And I guess we can make a case for broth or soup, but for you to continue to eat on, but preferably at that time when that cutoff time comes, just make sure you stick to your healthy juices and water. All right. Now here's another trick that I'm sure many athletes have heard of.
Told you I'm too slick for them tricks.
It's called floating. It's called floating weight. Example, you know, I'm with a group of guys and we just got finished working. Now we finna go back to the room. And brother might come to me, hey dog, how much weight you on? How much weight you got to cut? Man, I only got 1.5 pounds. Shoot, I'm gonna float the rest till sun up, dog. I'm gonna float that off tonight while I'm sleeping. And what floating is, that was the example, y'all. Two dudes talking. And what floating is you letting your body do what it do naturally while you sleep. So if you stop eating at a certain time and drink water like you should be doing and exercise, whatever, blah, 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 yakety smackety, and then go to sleep and wake up, you will have what we call floated off weight. I guess while you're sleeping, your body, you know, I don't know, you breathe in, so whatever. Anytime you go to sleep, you don't wake up, you always float off weight. I've seen it for years. That's just how it goes. I mean, unless you're eating like a hog and then going straight to sleep. But if you just try not to eat before you go to sleep or hours before you go to sleep, once you go to sleep, you'll float off weight. You can float off anywhere from 0.2 to 2 or 3 pounds during your sleep. And then in the morning when you wake up, you have to use the bathroom, and then you'll drop more weight once you use the bathroom. Now, when you wake up in the morning, drink a few glasses of water and don't eat anything for at least 1 hour. At least 1 hour, y'all. Your body will almost always have a bowel movement if you haven't had one already. So you break your fast with water. Instead of having breakfast, break your fast with water, and your body will naturally flush out excess in the morning every time. You'll be done floated weight. Then you get up, you have your 2 or 3 cups. Oh Lord! Of course, this would go on while we're trying to do this here. Your body will naturally float that way, and then when you get up, drink the 1 or 2 glasses of water. About an hour, you'll have some type of excrement come out your body to help you lose more weight. Let's say you got a contest or you got to make a certain weight deadline, blah, blah, blah. And here's another thing we used to use while we was floating weight off at night. We would sleep with sweats on. We would sleep with our hoodies on. We would sleep with thick jackets on or thick pajamas. and it would help us float off more weight while we were sleeping at night. And a lot of times it was uncomfortable, but it's what we had to do because we had to make that weight for that fight, for that contest, for that tournament, for whatever it was. We had to make that weight. And shoot, sometimes we turn the heat up in the room. You in your hotel room, or you sleeping in the gym and in the ring, in the mats, wherever at. Turn the heat up in the place to 75, 80. You'll float off more weight while you're sleeping. It may get uncomfortable. You may get up in the middle of the night, wipe your head for sweat, or take off one article of clothing. But it just helps with the process of cutting weight while you're sleeping, i.e. floating. All right. You can lose a lot of weight just by floating. I floated up to 2.5 pounds in nights of rest before, just by going to sleep with a long pair of pajamas and a hoodie. 2 pounds, y'all. 2.5 pounds. Probably even 3. Hell, I can't remember. It's been so long. But I floated off a lot of weight by resting at night after doing what I was supposed to do, and then getting up and having that morning bowel movement. Pow. Shoot. I was 2 pounds overweight last night. Now I'm a pound under. Now I'm 1.5 pounds under. You know, so I just gotta watch what I take in, or what you take in before the contest.
You may not wish to fight me now, sucker, but you will. I'm gonna see to that.
Now, there's always exceptions to the rule, and remember, y'all, exceptions are the exceptions. They're not the rule. But it just all depends on how dedicated you are, how determined you are. There are tons of other methods, but in my opinion, these are the safest and healthiest methods. These are the safest and healthiest ways to cut or lose weight in a certain period of time. Now, I've trained with dudes who fasted all day with nothing but water and raisins, who fasted all day with nothing but carrots and lettuce and Gatorade. And they were still able to compete. They were still able to function. They were still able to go to class. They were still able to go to work. They were still able to play games. They were still able to spar. And of course, they lost much more weight than everyone else. But at what cost? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of negatives to that. Because from my years of experience, I feel you should be at your strongest when competing, not sucking down, or what they call being a weight bully. Sucking down a whole bunch of weight then you got to kill yourself to get down there. If you can't do it with a healthy and safe method, just by working out hard and get down to your weight, maybe fast a little bit from time to time. But if you looking like Skeletor and you could barely walk around and you always tired, and y'all, don't do it, y'all. I've known dudes that stunted their growth for years, whose back still looks sucked in. Or 20 years later, they got some type of health disorder, rickets and knees and necks and spines popping. I'm being extreme here, but in some cases they were extreme. So do it the most healthy way that you can, y'all. Please, I'm begging you. You got to. Your health is your wealth. All in all, weigh your options. See what works best for you. See what I'm saying at the end all be all. We all know this, but see what is most healthiest for you, and do it with Godspeed. Do it with tenacity, baby. All right. And from this video here, just take out what's useful and discard the rest. All right. So I hope that was useful. Holla at me, young man, young champion, if you got any more specific questions. I should have took more time on this, but it was heavy on my mind, so I said, let's go ahead and knock it out right quick. Hope it ain't too long. I'm sure it is. It's probably more than 20 minutes. But for anybody else out there, keep researching if you want better methods. And if you got any questions, shoot, y'all can hit us up too. Our team is full of combatants and artists and dancers and stuff. And the other channel's still coming, y'all. We moving and shaking, baby. We shaking and baking. Well, we moving all around. We start shaking, moving all around, y'all, like the 80s. But y'all stay diligent and vigilant. We love y'all. Love and peace.